Good morning. So I'm just having a breakfast, having a little look about because I've not really been looking at a lot. Just sorting some uh, outfits out for this weekend, being one of them. This lovely outfit here. mm. I just wanted to sort of just put a few things out there because a little dicky bird just told me that hi, I think Bolton, who was in the White House for working in the White House. Trump has fired him, apparently. That might be a marker, the little birdie told me, that, the White House is now clean. What day is it, folks? The 11th, 9/11, Hayatapa, when a lot of people woke up to a lot of shit was 9/11. Good day to do that, isn't it? So, if the White House has been cleaned up now, oof, what's going to happen now? That's all I just wanted to say with the whole sort of Trump thing going on there. Because, like I said, I've not been looking at a lot. But, hi, JJ. I had a dream last night. I had a dream. And it was weird. And I wrote it down because, in a way, it was weird, but it wasn't weird. I dreamt something on the lines of, and I wrote it down in my book. Hi, William. Something about someone was driving. It was either driving, could be well, the word tanker came in. So a tanker full of whatever a tanker's supposed to be full of, oil or whatever, was going somewhere, but then it had to go back. It had to go back to wherever it was going, and it had to come back. Also in the stream there was something about something buried in the ice somewhere, and this thing was thing came in my head like the TARDIS, meaning it looked smaller from the outside, whatever it was, but it was bigger on the inside. But inside it had some sort of liquid, and it was a bit yellowy, greeny colour, a bit like pee. I don't know what it was. And then all of a sudden it jumped to where underwater, which seemed like cold water, cold water, like caves but full of water. Hi, Jennifer and Mary, is it? And hi, who just popped in then? I'll call you 74. But there was a woman under there with a girl, but they were breathing. So I don't know if these people were trapped. I don't know, but that was part of the dream. Thank you. I had to think because someone said it say like marry, as in when you're married, marry. So thank you. I've got it right this time. I had to think then. So that was the dream, and there was a lot of people who seemed to be in it were women. I was there, but it was like I was watching. Women, something to do with women. So something to do with women, something to do with something buried in the ice somewhere, something to do with women and kids or people underwater, and something to do with a tanker that was going somewhere but then got sent back, and something to do with the colour yellowy green in a thing that looks smaller from the outside but bigger on the inside, which was buried in the ice somewhere. Don't know where that was, but that was the dream that I had last night. So I'm just saying it as I sort of remembered it, trying to make sense of it. So like I said, apparently Bolton's been fired by Trump. It is the 11th of the 9th, 9/11, when most people woke up. So a little bird said, is that a marker? Sure sounds like it. Yeah, I'm testing my glasses out today. So, interesting. So I think you know who will be back soon. We'll just wait and see. It's been a while, but like I said, I'm just sorting my outfits out for weekend when I go to the Global Eye Tour sort of weekend thing. You know, I'm going to be wearing this is one of my outfits. Just saying. Yeah, he's got shot, so you know. Morning, Dolly. Hi, Miss Chime. I'm getting confused with. Yeah, Miss Chime, was it the bag you wanted for your granddaughter, was it? Did you say? Was it granddaughter, daughter? Not you, your daughter. Just making sure. I thought I must ask if you pop up today. Also, Phil McConnell said Trump making big announcement between. Yes, a big announcement. It will be the shot heard around the world because oh, something big's coming. The shot heard around the world. Remember, 9/11 was a big wake-up call. What does he know? Now he's cleaned house. What does he know? What can he do? This is all I'm saying, you know? So Roxanne threw that news my way a little bit, but like I said, I've not been looking at a lot because I've been chilling out. Granddaughter, okay, thank you. You know, and another thing I've been reading, which on the other side of other things, you know, we've got that sort of stuff going on, but we also know the stuff going on, as I like to call it, beyond the veil of, you know, what's at the bottom of all this as well is, anyone heard of this book? The Raw Material. Some people call it The Law of One. I was absolutely, I had this book ages ago, and it's funny because someone else said this the other day. Sometimes I buy stuff like books and I don't read them until a certain time when I really have to feel like it. I really had to read this book last night. I thought I'm going to go to bed earlier. I'm going to get a brew. I'm going to read. And it makes a lot of sense. And I might even come and read some bits, but it is about, it's just brilliant. Our journey of finding our higher self, basically, that they're keeping us from. And I may talk about that in another chat because in my eyes, Q, and I might do it tomorrow, maybe I'll see tonight, tomorrow, and get it out before weekend, is Q and the Trump, this might sound bonkers, is why they do things the way they do, is it's to get us off our asses, basically. Let me just see, I did write something down last night because I thought, this is what people don't understand. And I see it more like this with the whole thing. Why couldn't they drop this? Why couldn't they drop that? Blah, 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 blah. No, not law of attraction, more as in, yeah, there's that, more as in why certain information can't just be thrown at people to say, here it is, here's a book on it, here it is. It's because, did I write it down? Sure I did. Yeah, I did. I scruffily wrote it down last night, so I don't know what's going to come out, but let me just see if I wrote a bit. I wrote some other bits which I might go into, but basically, when you start questioning everything, it's the quest eye on. You're on a quest for truth, basically. Research yourself, as Q always says. Seeking truth, you will begin to ascend. You know, this ascending business, you begin to ascend. It can't be done against your will. So there's a lot of people out there. You can't just throw this in the faces. You'll find that when you're trying to wake people up, red pilling people, whatever level you're at with whatever truth you're on at the minute, it doesn't work. You're planting seeds. This is why I believe Q came out as breadcrumbs. It's so people can get off their lazy asses, as I've said before, and research themselves. Not sitting there going, oh, mainstream media said this and mainstream media said that. No, get off your ass and go and research yourself. It can't be done against your will because there's a lot of people that want to stay in their little bubble, as I've said before. They might not even want to come out of it, but it's their journey for them to go on that at the right time. They need to go on it. Some people don't want to. As some won't cope or don't want to. So disclosure for now is within us, and your most importantly your experience. That's why if more people have these experiences with certain things going on, it's your truth. It doesn't matter what anyone else says. If they're not experiencing certain things, that's probably because they don't want to. It's against their will to at this time. If anyone sort of gets what I'm saying, and I probably will explain this a little bit more, this is just what I scribbled down last night, and that why when people say, why can't, you know, Q drop it this way, or why is it taking long, or Trump's not there to do it for everybody. It's breadcrumbs to people so you can find out yourself. It's a tool. I always say it's a tool and a guidance to get people off their lazy backsides, lazy minds, controlled asses, as I like to call it, to seek, and you shall find thy higher self. It is for you to seek. The ones who seek will ascend. But you can't make people do it. It's against their will. The law of one is the whole thing of when you see stuff in films, it's like, as I've said before, oh yeah, it's only a film. They can't give it you on a plate. This is about High National Moran Gardens. This is about you've got to seek it yourself to know the truth so you know, not because you're being told. So it's to get off thy lazy ass and research. Because if we didn't do this, we're just taking the news and everything else as a given. That's not what it's about. You've let someone control what you think. You are programmed. So, hi Stacey. So, hi to anyone who's just come in. If anyone sort of gets what I'm saying, you might like the book Mehrdad. Is it Mehrdad? So, it's not that Hi, We Are Souls. It's not that I didn't know about this book. Oh, someone's at the door. Hang on, it might be the postman. Oh, it's the Dark Crystal. Hang on, I think it's my book. Hang on, it's the post lady, I should say. Hang on, peeps. Oh yeah, thanks. Oh my god, it's the book. Oh god, I'll be on in a bit. Oh, she'll be back. Oh, I guess what? You know, I kept saying I don't know when this book's coming. I put it out today. When this book will come today, and here it is. So things can't be done against your will because people won't cope with it. Oh, hang on. Oh my god, it's in. Oh, hang on. It's all wrapped up. I can't get to it. Oh my god, it's purple as well. Oh, it's massive. Can I show you? I'm going to flip you around a minute. Hang on. Oh, it's just. Ooh. Now, everyone knows I'm into art and stuff and stuff. Oh. Ooh, circles. Oh my god. Oh my god. It's the images that I'm after. Oh, look. Wow. Oh. You know, I'm into all my little arty things. Look at it's about, you know, how they put it all together, the imagery. These are the mystics. This is like moi. This is like all of us. We're the mystics, and then you have the skeptes. Let's find the skeptes, which are the skeptics people. A bit like male and female. Look, the conjunction. Oh, wow. They knew. Oh, I'll have to show you this book after. I'm so excited. There they are. Look at them. Reptilian-like. Very interesting. Skeptics. Skeptes are skeptics, basically. Oh, look at the puppets. What's this here? The artwork. Reminds me of, not that I've done it, but it reminds me of what you probably see on DMT or something, you know? Sort of, the Dark Crystal. There's the conjunction. See the spiral? You know, there's a triangle. Down and above. The circle. Black and white checkerboard thing going on there. Oh. Look, end, begin, all the same. It's all the same. I always say that. Oh, sorry, I'm just like well chuffed. Wow. Wow. There's Augra. See, she looks awful, but she's really good in it. She's really, really good. Oh, God, I'm so chuffed. Wow. Oh, hello. That's her looking like that. Yeah, they're pretty nasty looking things, aren't they? And it's funny how they're royalty, aren't they? They're sort of like, you know, lords. We don't like lords. Oh, what's this? Oh, what's this? What's this little thing going on here? Oh. Oh. I was like, what is this? Oh, look, the little podlings and that have had their life source taken out of them. See? Poor little things. Oh, my God. Anyway, I'm going to enjoy this with a cup of tea or something. Look. Sorry, guys. I'm just, like, rather excited. Oh. Yeah. Yep. So I knew it was going to come. Yeah, he is an amazing. Brian Ford is an amazing illustrator, and I have a fairy deck of oracle cards that are beautiful, and you can tell it's his work. This book's amazing. It's got like typed up little oh, look at this. Oh, what does it say? Bits of papers that have been put in as if it's notes from him. In the world of I think it says Mathra, a storm is brewing. Oh, you don't say. A youth named Jen is summoned by his master. It's like when he wrote the book, you've got like a typed bit in it. His master, the wizard Zay, and told to follow him into the mountains. The time has come to answer all questions. No shit, Sherlock. Jen is excited. The years of wondering and asking questions are over. He thinks Jen is an orphan, the last of a human-like race called the Gelfings. He has been raised from infancy by this tribe of large, gentle, four-armed wizards who have answered all the questions about why he is different with the command, wait. There will be time for answers when you are older. As the two of them, master and disciple, climb the rocky slopes of the mountains surrounding the hidden valley of the wizards, Jen tries to inquire of Zay about the curious progression of carved stone pillars that seem to mark the way. Zay replies only that they lead the way to the Great Conjunction. Which will happen in a few more days. Zay has been working and preparing all his life for the Great Conjunction, the Great Awakening and the Great Alignment. This one chance to redo what was undone. Sound familiar? The weather of, I think it says Myra, I don't know if I'm getting that right, is every bit as strange as the, why is that looking purple underlined when it's not? Why have my eyes gone all funny? As the creatures who live there, this storm is awesome with the howling winds, the snow that turns the steam when it touches the ground, I'll be in a minute, dueling tornado and electrical displays to shame the aurora borealis. Jen is growing terrified of the storm, but his master has no fear. Like the rest of his tribe, Jen begs him to turn back, but Zay keeps plodding forward. We're in the eye of the storm. Suddenly, to Jen's horror, a bolt of green lightning strikes the cliff above them and sets off a small rock side. Zay is swept off the path and dashed down the rocky slope to the bottom of a small ravine. Jen scrambles down as the storm grows more furious. Zay is lying at the bottom, broken and mortally wounded, but alive. Hi, anyone who's just come in. Jen starts to run off to seek help, but Zay sternly commands him to return. Jen, there is much more to learn. I will be unable to finish the work of the Great Conjunction, but there is a prophecy that you must learn if you are to carry on. Then Zay painfully gasps out a few puzzling lines of the verse and demands that Jen memorize them, for they contain the future of all the Mithra, or whatever it says. Jen runs for help, repeating the 4 instant, what is the key? That's been chucked up with Q, hasn't it? What is the key of Habi? And how can it free the Jewel of the Dawn? Jen arrives at the house of the wizards. He goes to one after another and begs for them to come to help Zay. He is astonished that none of them seem to care. One of them takes brief notice of him and says that Zay is dying and nothing can be done. The wizards are all deeply preoccupied with their meditation and magic, higher things than the minds of the Gelfins can imagine. As Jen is politely told. Well, if you know where stories and films come from, where the ideas originally come from, if anybody knows what I'm talking about, you'll understand why there's a lot of truth in things. So this is a beautiful book. I can't wait to go through it. It's brilliant. I'll show you what I mean by what they've done. They've done this. They've got like little pieces of, copies of like when they were writing about the story. So the one I've just read out is here. I think that's really good. I used to love books like this when I was a kid. Oh my God, going childlike. It's brilliant. That's what we are. So if anyone doesn't know what I'm talking about, I've just received the big book of the Dark Crystal, the ultimate visual history. I work on visuals. So, wow. You can't can't wait to read it. So, as I said, I just wanted to say at the beginning, that was a little bit of a dream I had. It might mean something. Like I said, POTUS has got rid of Bolton. Was it Bolton? So that's a marker. And today is the 11th of the 9th, 9/11, Great Awakening for some. There is going to be a speech made, shot heard around the world. And I think you know who will be back soon as well. So just saying, yes, I'm just saying, Rachel, I'm checking my glasses out for weekend. I thought I'd broke them. And I'm sorting my outfit out for Saturday. Doing a bit of a Melania, if anyone gets what I'm saying, just in case anybody's there. You know, a bit lame stream or something. So just saying. You know, because that's what brought me to that. You know, the whole where do we live and what do we actually live on? So that's all good. Same sort of thing going on there. And like I said, I'm just going to read another half an hour of this because it's brilliant. And that is, if I've got the energy tonight, I may come on and talk about this, like I've just said before, 17 in the House, about the reasons why Q and Trump don't throw it in your face. Not that mainstream media are going to do it anyway, because there's the whole thing of, like I said, getting off your lazy backside and researching yourself. There is nothing wrong, 17 and 18. There is nothing wrong with questioning everything you've been told you should. Aloha. Hi, sweet Cece. So someone did mention the other week, you know, Trump's not a light giver, he's a light sucker. Not to me, he's not. I guess it depends what sort of place you're in, because I've never seen it as that at all. It's breadcrumbs, Q's breadcrumbs, Trump's part of it, breadcrumbs. They can't do it by just shoving it in your face. It's against free will. It's against the raw material. It's against the law of one. You have to find these things out yourself, and a lot of that is by going within yourself. When people start on their question everything, your quest that you're on, it's universal law. There's a universal law. Some people might not believe it. I do. And you can't just be given it. You've got to go on your hero's journey. Oh yes. That's why one of the Star Wars films was called, I think it was called Hero's Journey, wasn't it, or something? Because we're all on it when you decide to start it. You know? Oh, yes, the Prime Directive. Thank you very much. Yes, exactly. The Prime Directive. Yes, I know about that. Exactly, you know what I'm talking about. So some people might not. It's okay. It's universal law. You have to research this stuff yourself. Yes, I'm teaching you about the law of one. So maybe I'll come on later and we'll talk about the law of one. So for those who want to seek and be the seeker, like in Harry Potter, you must start your journey and question everything and research. And I am going now. I'm in rather a good mood today. I don't know why I'm talking posh, because it's because I've got these glasses on. Why does glasses make you want to talk posh? So I'm going to go and I've got some stuff to do, but I'm just going to read half an hour of this before I start my day. Oh, a card. I might have to do this one-handed because I'm on my phone and I'll have to go downstairs. I don't think I've got any upstairs. But yeah, to some of you, what I've just said will make sense. To some of you, it won't, and that's fine. Let me see. I'll try and do Nature's Whispers with one hand. If I can't, no, I can't do it with one hand. Right, hang on a minute. Oh, and guess what came out, guys? Are you ready? Been talking about energies. It's number 19, which is 8 as well, and it's called Shift Your Energy. This is what we're meant to be doing. We're shifting our energy. We're supposed to be shifting our energy, especially in September now, coming up to the 14th, the portal, this weekend. Shifting your energy. That's why I've not been looking at a lot of stuff, and I just felt the need to go to bed early last night, because it's like something was telling me to go to bed early, to have dreams and remember them. And I talked about the dream. I don't know if it'll make any sense to anyone, or it'll whatever, I don't know. But shift your energy. This is what it's all about. trying to not get involved in the same patterns of energy that you used to. It is hard, but like I said, as long as you're realizing it when it happens, sometimes you'll get in that trap, but trying to realize it when it happens and let it go. Also, just before I go, I did a drawing of, you know, when I do little what are they called, little I have a book. I might come on tonight and show you. This is a good way of helping lift your spirits. But I have a book that I put things in when I want to. I'm just going to show you. Yeah. Right. So this book, I put things in sometimes. I just make you feel happy. It's like a happy place book. This one I was doing last night. You know, remember I was talking about the rucksack and unloading your load. I'm painting this in because I'm going to do it as unloading your load, because you need to get rid of old things that don't do anything good for your energy. And I was just doing little things like, got the number 7 there. It says connect with your senses. Journaling's good. Being out in nature, just be. But this was good because I found this in a magazine. I was like, oh yeah, we're going to unload any bad energy, anything that we're taking with us that we doesn't do anything for us anymore, and we can re-put in new energies and new people, new things and new stuff that's going to boost our energies and give us a good feeling. Anything that doesn't, you should be letting go of. That's what it's all about. So if I get some of that done today, I'll come and show you, hopefully tonight or tomorrow, before Friday of my where I'm off, and I'll show you what I do sometimes to keep that sort of visual thing going, because I do it in all sorts of different ways, and I have shown them before. So I don't drawing, intuition and heart, yeah, synchronicities, yeah. I mean, you know, it's all lining up with the Great Conjunction, as it is in the Dark Crystal, the Great Awakening, I'd like to call it. The end of the old ways and the beginning of a new Calais. I always say Calais. The card I pulled yesterday, the towers are falling down, the old guards are falling down. We're getting to the root of the problems, the root of our problems, the root of ourselves as well. We're getting rid of that old energy. We are, like I said, she wears a necklace with skulls on. Some people are afraid of it. I see it as you're getting rid of your old energies that don't serve you anymore in your past timelines. I've talked about this many times, but that's what you're getting rid of. You don't need it. You don't need to be thinking on things all the time. It's not doing you any good. It keeps you in a lower frequency. When you're in a lower frequency, things can attach more, and that's how it brings you down. So, yeah, so I'm going to go because I was just coming on for a little chat, but my little chats are never little. I love birdie chirping. So, yeah, so I'm going to go. So I hope that made sense to some of you, or you might resonate with some of it, and I shall see you soon. Oh, it's night time then. Night, morning, whatever, wherever it is. Thank you, Rachel, David, Red Eye Jedi, Sweet CC, I want to call you Sweet P. Is it Avalokita? I don't even know. Do you know, I've got a bit of dyslexic, so I'll probably get your name wrong. 74, Ramon, Miss Chime, Rachel Pixie, Tapper 77, National Memorial Gardens. Who else have I missed? Have I missed anybody? Stacey. Did I say Red Eye Jedi? Don't know who I'm. Five Flames. Hi. Rivering. Is it River Ingots? Yes, just ignore me trying to read. Is that you all? I think so. We Are Souls. JJ Jedi. That's when, because I've got Red Eye Jedi and JJ Jedi. The Jedis are in the house anyway. That's really good. May the Force be with you. We are luminous beings, not this crude matter. And where we go, one we go all. And I shall see you, hopefully, tonight. I hope. So, great hair date. Yeah, I've just chucked it up. Look at all the grey. Can you see all the grey? I'm laughing at it. I'm like, the wisdom. Some wouldn't agree with that, but I don't know. So, catch you all later. Bye, everyone. Bye.